Hello friend, this is Jimmy from Can Have an Immigration Canada. In this video, I want to talk about there are some new changes that are coming to LMIA and temporary foreign worker program rules to address the labor shortages. So government has announced some changes in application processing for LMIA as well as for the work permit. People who are the employers facing shortages here in Canada in terms of hiring people for their businesses, and they are also relaxing some rules to address these labor shortages. The biggest thing we have seen so far in this new rules, the Canadian Food Service employer will be able to hire up to 30% of their workforce through the temporary foreign worker program. And let's go into the more detail about this and what are the changes and how it will impact you guys. Canada has introduced measures to make it easier for Canadian employers to access the temporary foreign worker program. These measures were announced this week on April the 4th. They are also coming into response of a nationwide labor shortage. At this moment, wherever you go, every employer will tell you that they are not able to hire the quality candidates or even anybody right now. So one of the solutions to address the labor shortage is to bring the temporary foreign worker to fill the jobs where there are no Canadian available to do the work. But this thing is getting very, very complicated and time consuming for the employers. Um, the waiting time, if you look at the waiting time for the work permit applications, is like way beyond imagination at this moment. Like a lot of applicants are still, even after their biometrics are done, medicals have been given, police clearance or other certificate, whatever been asked by the embassy. So they're still waiting. It's all waiting game at this moment. Nobody can say for surety how much time it's gonna take. Even for the global talent stream at this moment, if we look into the application, they are taking way longer than 2 weeks right now. So let's go into some of the five major changes that coming to temporary foreign worker program. All these things are starting immediately right now. If we look for the labor market impact assessment, LMIAs, um, from there, once LMIA has been approved, a positive LMIA has been given to the employer. They used to be 9 months, 6 months. That before it was 6 months valid. Now it was 9 months. So, but they have been increased the validity for this to 18 months. Now, an employer can find for the particular employee for 18 months. They have more and more time to go through interview process and selecting the right candidate for the right job. Um, if we look also the maximum duration of employment for the high wage and the global talent stream workers, this is going to be extended from 2 years to 3 year work permit now. Before, all the worker who come to Canada, they have only 2 years work permit. Now, if you are under high wage stream or the global talent stream, your work permit will be for 3 years. It hasn't been clarified yet that whether the application though has been previously submitted, whether they will also be considered for 3 year work permit or they still be 2 years work permit. This is only because those candidates who come to Canada under the high wage or the global talent stream, they can find more pathways to permanent residency, enabling them to contribute to the Canadian workforce in the long term. If you look at the other measures, the seasonal cap exemption, which has been placed in 2015, also will become permanent. There will be no longer be a limit to the number of low wage positions that employer in seasonal industries can fill through the temporary foreign worker program. The maximum duration for this position will also be increased from 180 days to 270 days per year. So if you are coming in the low wage seasonal cap exemption, if you are an employer who's looking for hire some of the temporary foreign workers under the seasonal cap, now there is no exemption. You can hire as many employees as you want. There are certain conditions that are going to be effective from April 30. Employers of sectors with demonstrated labor shortage will be allowed to hire up to 30% of their workforce It was only 10%, then it went to 20%. Now they have given another 10% for all those employers, temporary foreign worker for the low wage position for 1 year. The seven eligible sectors that come under this are food manufacturing, wood product manufacturing, furniture and related product manufacturing industries, accommodation and food services, construction, hospitals, and nursing and residential care facilities. So if even if you are in the nursing or care aid job, then those sectors can also be employ up to 30% of their workforce through the temporary foreign worker positions. All other employer will be allowed to hire up to 20%. It was 10% as I told you before. Now every other employer, if they are not under these seven eligible sectors, they can hire up to 20% of their workforce through the temporary foreign worker program. It was 10% before. The last but not the least, Canada will also end the current policy that automatically refuses LMIA application for low wage occupations in the accommodation and food services and retail trade sectors, wherever the unemployment rate is 6% or higher. So this is no longer there. So if your industry having 6% or more unemployment in any of those region, even you are an employer, you can still submit your application and it will be given the due consideration to look into the pros and cons of application. Then the decision will be made. So as of now, if you look at the number of vacancies at this moment, accommodation and food service is having 130,000 plus vacancies, healthcare and social assistance 120,000, retail trades 104,000, manufacturing has around 82,000 vacancies as of right now. So there is a this is a very good step that has been taken by immigration ministry for Canadian government. So this is already welcomed by a lot of employers. Mostly all of employers are happy to see this is a big positive step has been taken. It's a long due step, and it's also a good news for all of you guys who are looking for work permits in Canada and trying to come to Canada through your employer or whoever is going to help you to get the right job for you. So just keep into consideration, right? If you're as an employer, so you're all in a win-win situation at this moment. If you need any help filing your application, if you're an employer or if you're an employee filing an application for work permit, just let us know. Can Have an Immigration does all of that paperwork. So we'll be happy to find the right pathway for your immigration journey and we'll get your job done as quickly as we can. I'll keep you guys updated if there'll be anything else comes up. Till then, you guys all have a good day. Thank you.